Hello, what's your name and where do you come from?
I'm Emma from Preston.
Hi Emma, how are you today?
I'm good, thank you.
That's good. Hypnosis, have you been hypnotised in the past?
Once at a holiday camp.
And what kind of experience was that for you?
It were good, it were funny. I was dancing around like a virgin.
Are you normally the kind of girl that gets up and dances on stage?
Yeah.
So you're a bit of an extrovert anyway?
Yeah.
Have you always been extroverted? Or were you made to be?
No, I suppose my mum pushed me into it when I was little. I remember being tiny, stood up on stage singing, but then I do like it. I like the adrenaline of it.
What's the first thing you can remember singing on stage, if you can still remember it?
Oh, my mum used to always have me doing Grace, Summer Lovin', with one of the blue chords.
Oh, Grease! Right, yeah. This is at what, like age 5 or 6?
Yeah.
Oh, bless!
And they used to come over and they'd plonk me on the knee and they'd sing the man bit with me.
Would you sing in tune?
I wasn't a good singer.
Oh no.
It was only when I was older and my dad said, why don't you do a dance instead? That I realised maybe I'm not that good.
Maybe singing's not for you. Okay. What do you remember about hypnosis, how it felt at the at Butlins when you went under?
Just really fun.
Yeah. Just like uninhibited?
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
I didn't think about what I was doing. There was no thinking involved. It was just, I'd be sat there talking and then all of a sudden the music would come on and it'd be like, right, get this done, show off, go back.
And then when the music stops, what kind of feelings would you feel?
Well, everybody were laughing and laughing, so it was a bit like...
Would you know why they were laughing when the music stopped?
Yeah, I knew they knew, I knew what I was doing, but it was like, that's not funny, that was alright, that.
Yeah. In terms of how you'd like trance to feel, because I've got like a little questionnaire that I had you fill out, you say that you like the idea of feeling safe and protected. So, in terms of protection and safety, I can't hypnotise you to do anything that you don't like the idea of.
Right.
So I can say, you feel glamorous and like dancing, and that'll be fine. But if I say, you feel like running out into the street, into traffic, you'll be like, no, that's not safe. So even in trance, you're free to say no to things you don't like the idea of.
Right.
Other feelings, empowered and focused, energised and meditative, detached and passive, beautiful and sensuous. But then you've ticked all the submissive ones, blank and mindless, and brainwashed and mind-controlled. So do you like the idea of being transformed into like a puppet or a slave or a toy or something?
Yeah, I think more the toy or the puppet than the slave.
Okay, but like just being like a doll or like a sort of pretty object.
Yeah.
Like 1 second you're Emma, the next second you're just puppet or dolly or something.
Yeah.
Cool. Right, do you have any questions about what you'll be aware of or how it'll feel or anything?
No, I think the best way is to experience it.
Yeah, okay. Alright, well if you're ready to be hypnotised then I'll get a couple of things set up and then we'll begin.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I'd like you to look up at the ceiling and just, there's plenty to look at, there's cracks, there's the strange light thing, there's the pencil mark over here where I've had the girlfriend's pole, but I've taken it down today. Okay. Pick a spot on the ceiling and just focus on it and examine it in detail. Really fix on it and pay attention to that spot. You found one?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Now let your eyes look beyond that spot. Let your eyes gaze, soften slightly as though you're looking at something beyond it. Okay, that's good. Now over the next couple of minutes I'm going to count down from 10 to 1 and periodically I'm going to ask you to open and then close your eyes again. And as you do, all I'm going to ask you to do is just imagine that each time you close your eyes that a wave of relaxation flows through your body from the top of your head all the way down into your feet and out into the floor. So go ahead and close your eyes now. That's good. And imagine yourself being buoyed by a wave of relaxation, just flowing through you. Top of your head, down through you, tips of your toes. That's good. Notice how still that feels. Notice how good that feels. And now I'd like you to open your eyes and close your eyes. 10. Feel another one of those waves of relaxation just washing through you from the top of your head all the way down. All the way down through your feet into the floor. Just like that. And then you can open your eyes and close your eyes. 9. Another wave of peacefulness. Another wave of relaxation. Maybe this one gets stronger than before. More relaxing, more soothing. That's good. Open your eyes and close your eyes. 8. Another wave, and then starting to imagine that this wave is more relaxing than the one before. And you may notice that as you imagine these waves, that your body does in fact become more and more relaxed. That's exactly what hypnosis is. Your mind thinks it, your body believes it, and that's all there is to it. As you open your eyes and close your eyes. 7. Feeling that additional wave. Now let's imagine that from here on, each time I ask you to open your eyes become a little more relaxed, a little more reluctant, so it's a little more difficult to get them open. Imagine that, more difficult each time they open and close again. Let's see how that works for you. Open your eyes, imagining hard, then close your eyes. And it feels easier to close them, harder to open them. Noticing that your eyes really didn't want to open. In your mind, just allowing yourself to do whatever you need to do to allow your imagination to work for you. Letting your eyes open and close. 6. Feeling that wave of relaxation. Noticing how good your eyes feel when they're closed, how much happier, how much nicer it is. Becoming aware of those other little changes in your body, the shift in how your body feels, the increased feelings of relaxation. As you open your eyes and close your eyes. 5. Paying attention to that change inside you. Noticing it as that wave washes through you. That's good. And just going with that feeling. Feeling those feelings strengthen, intensify. Noticing again, imagining that it's more and more difficult to open your eyes and close your eyes. That's good, that's really good. Noticing that it's harder each time, drifting peacefully, relaxing, getting more and more difficult as you try to open those eyes and close those eyes. 4. Just relaxing down each breath. Relaxing, peaceful. You might find that one of those times when I ask you to open your eyes, it's just become too much effort. And when that happens, it's perfectly okay to let them stay closed. Perfectly okay to maybe just imagine that they're opening reluctantly and closing down as you feel that wave of relaxation. As you try to open those eyes and close those eyes. 3. Wave of relaxation. Noticing the stillness. Being aware of what you can be aware of, knowing what it feels like for you as you try to open those eyes and close those eyes. 2. Feeling exactly this. Allowing that sleepy feeling to expand inside you as one more time you try to open those eyes and close those eyes. Just like that. Feeling so relaxed, feeling so peaceful, feeling so spaced and soothed and still. Enjoying the idea of being hypnotized, enjoying the idea of being enchanted. And you're feeling very relaxed right now. Too relaxed to really do anything, move anything, say anything, isn't that right? Give me a little nod. That's good. And right now you feel so peaceful and detached and comfortable that you don't feel like holding a conversation, standing up, chatting or doing anything at all, do you? That's right, that's really good. It's very easy to come back to this place. It's very easy to come back to this state in your mind. Very easy to relax. I never ask you to sleep. It's very easy to let yourself just relax down and come back to this place, this state. Do you understand? That's good. Now in your mind's eye, I'd like you to picture a depth meter, like a dial, a black dial with light numbers on it. And it goes from 0 to 100. And 0 on this depth meter is your normal waking self. And 100 on this depth meter is as deep as you feel it's possible for you to go today. 100 is completely, if you want to be that way, blank, thoughtless, brainwashed, enchanted. And 0 is fully awake, your normal self. Can you picture that depth meter in your mind's eye? That's good. And that's very, very easy. Just whisper out loud what number you feel that you're on now.
40.
40, that's good. That's just great. And what you find now, Emma, is that you're very fixed on my words. Very easy to follow them. And you follow them even though your conscious mind doesn't really have to do anything. Your conscious mind can just let go now, can just melt away. Because you can easily follow my words, easily follow my voice, easily let all the other things just space out, become distant, forgotten. 40. But finding that you can follow so easily. So easy to follow, so easy to rise from trance, as I say, 35, 30. You feel yourself rising and lifting, as I say, 25, 20, and you feel more aware of the room around you, more aware of the air around you, the sounds of the ocean. You feel yourself rising, right? That's good. Feel yourself melting now, 30, 35, 40, waves of relaxation, 45, melting deeper, 50, deeper and deeper, deeper and deeper, deeper and deeper, further and further into trance. Just feeling peaceful, just feeling relaxed and detached, and this is all that trance is. Doesn't matter if you're still aware of some things, this is all that trance is. Doesn't matter if maybe you're not aware of anything, this is all that trance is. 55, 60, deeper and deeper and deeper. Too peaceful to do anything but listen and melt and follow. Too peaceful to do anything but respond and relax. 65, 70. And do you like the idea of being helpless? And what you find is trying to wake and rouse yourself will just melt you deeper. Trying to think for yourself just melts you deeper. That's right. See your eyes struggling, stop trying. And melt deeper. Deeper and deeper down. It feels nice to be helpless, to be captive, to feel controlled. 75. Feeling warm. Warm and peaceful. Warm, peaceful, relaxed, sleeping. 85. And again, just try, test for yourself. Test how helpless you are. Try to move and find you just feel more still. Everything's so lazy and slow, that's good. Try to open your eyes and then close your eyes. Close your eyes, that's right. Barely feels like they're your own eyes. They feel so heavy and sleepy, those eyes are just so sleepy, that those eyes are so relaxed, that those eyes don't want to open anymore. And you can try to open those eyes, but trying just melts you deeper, relaxes you deeper. Go ahead, try to open those eyes and find they just don't want to go, and stop and relax them, close those eyes. That's good. That's good. And on that depth meter, where do you feel that you are right now?
80.
Very, very good. So easy to go to whichever depth that I say. So easy to rise. 80, 70, 60, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. And you feel more like yourself, just relaxing comfortably, right, Em? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Depth increasing, heaviness increasing, everything feeling limp and loose and sleepy. Now speaking's an effort, thinking's an effort. 60, 70, 80, 90. Everything's just such an effort. Such an effort. Everything is just so heavy and sleepy and limp and loose. 85 and 90. Your body's just limp and loose now. I'm just going to come over and going to take you by the wrist. It's going to be limp, loose, sleepy and heavy. Just relax everything. That's good. Let everything be completely floppy, and as your hand drops down, you relax even deeper. Don't help me. Relax it. Don't help me. Just your arm be a dead weight. As your hand drops down, you relax deeper. 3, 2, 1, sleep. Down deeper and deeper. That's good. It's just like a ragdoll. Everything's limp and loose. Everything limp again. Your arm just a dead weight. Dead weight, not supporting it, not supporting anything at all. That's right, that's very good. Every part of you just limp, loose, like a ragdoll, everything dropping down. 3, 2, 1, sleep, deeper and deeper and deeper. Just like a ragdoll, every muscle limp and loose. Everything limp and loose, barely feeling anything. Everything just limp, spacey, weightless, limp, loose. Dropping deeper, sleep. Deep breath in. Big breath out, feeling beautiful, relaxed, sensual, enchanted. Controlled, thoughtless, blank and empty-headed. Try thinking for yourself and you just melt deeper into trance. Try waking, lifting, rising from trance before it's time. As long as you're safe, you just melt deeper into trance. 95. Stop trying. Relaxing down deeper and deeper. And what number are we at now?
95.
That's very, very good, Emma. Now what you find is you can count yourself deeper, and as you count yourself deeper, each number seems to double your depth from 95. As you say it out loud, that's where you find yourself. As you say it out loud, it becomes harder. So count from 95, see if you can count all the way to 100, but each number relaxes you twice as much, and when you feel that you're twice as relaxed, you say the next number.
96.
Deeper and deeper. Everything's so heavy, twice as deep.
87.
And maybe you won't even get all the way. Maybe you won't even get all the way. Twice as deep, twice as peaceful.
88.
That's good. That's good. Very, very good. And sleep. Stop trying. Sleep. Totally relaxed, totally enchanted. Still able to respond with a nod or a shake of your head when you need to. Do you understand? Just a little nod. That's a good girl. You like the idea of being controlled, yeah? So when I use the word sleep, your body, doesn't matter what your mind wants to do, doesn't matter what your conscious mind is thinking, your body sleeps. Your unconscious mind takes you back into trance, lets go of your conscious mind, your eyes close, and you melt back into trance, melt back to this state whenever I say sleep. Do you understand? That's very, very good. Rising from trance in the moment, and you'll recall as much or as little as you like of the trance. Rising from trance in a moment, but the second I say sleep, back down deep, unable to help yourself. Rising from trance, feeling refreshed and energized and lively as I count 3, rising, 2, filling with energy, 1, heaviness dropping away, and 0, wide awake, feeling good. Hi. Sleep. Deep breath in, big breath out. And that was funny, that was so funny. And again, you're going to wake up feeling amused, really amused, and everything is very, very funny. And you're laughing at the situation as I count you awake this time. 3, feeling funny, a smile starting to come to you. 2, heaviness dropping away, that's so strange. 1, feeling more and more lively, and 0, big smile coming to your face. Feeling amused, Emma?
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
That's good. Were you nice and relaxed?
Yeah.
So are you fully awake now?
Yeah.
Sleep. 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 Deep breath in. Big breath out. Deeper and deeper and deeper, dropping all the way down back to 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. That's good. Anytime I say sleep, you drop down so easily, so deeply. That's good. Now what you'll find is any time that I'm pointing at you, it's very, very funny. You don't know why, but it's hilariously funny. You know when you get the giggles, you know what that's like, right? When I point at you, or make any kind of tickling motions, for some reason it really tickles your funny bone. It really gets you giggling, it really gets you titching. And you really can't control yourself, but the second I stop pointing at you, that giggling sensation, that all vanishes. And you deny that you were doing anything strange. You deny that you were doing anything strange. Do you understand? Very good. When I point at you, you giggle uncontrollably. When I stop, you forget that you're even giggling. And you deny that you were. Waking, feeling wonderful. 3, 2, 1 now. Hello. Right, feeling energized. Feeling lively. Not feeling too heavy at the moment.
No.
That's good. That's good. Just gonna point just there. So what's on your mind?
Oh, why are you?
Why am I pointing? Why am I pointing? I just feel like... I just felt like doing what I was doing a minute ago. If you remember what I was doing a minute ago. Why were you laughing?
I don't know what's happening.
You don't know? Was something amusing you? Were you amused? Were you? Were you amused? What's funny?
It's you actually keep fighting like that.
La da 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 da. Well, it's got a bit cloudy, hasn't it? Was it a nice drive on the way over?
Yeah, it was alright.
Sleep. That's good. And even if you try and stop yourself, you can't help yourself from sleeping, from dropping deep, from feeling enchanted, and just melting all the way down. All the way down. That's good. Now you like feeling helpless, you like feeling captive. So what you'll find is that when I use the word bound, whatever I talk about becomes bound and fixed and locked in place, like it's tied, like it's glued. Do you understand? Even now, clasp your hands for me in front of you. Clasp them tight, squeeze them tight. And now find yourself feeling as though your hands are just one solid block, that they're just one solid piece of fused material. Those hands are bound together, and the only word that will release them is the word release. When I speak the word release, you can move them. So find that release, you can wiggle your fingers. Release, you can wiggle your fingers, put them back together. And bound, everything feels tight, locked, rigid, and just test. Try and pull and find everything just gets tighter. That's right, everything just gets tighter and you're locked in place. That's good. And release, relax, and that's good. Now still feeling spacey, sleepy, weightless, I'd like you to hold your hands out in front of you for me. Hold them out in the air and turn your one hand down, one hand up. The hand that's down, imagine that you're holding a bucket. Imagine that you're holding the handle of a bucket, and around the other one, you're holding the string of a balloon. That's very good. Now imagine that I'm putting bricks in that bucket, and as I do, it gets heavier. thunk, thunk, thunk. That's good. That hand pulled down. At the same time, I tie another balloon onto your wrist. Tie another balloon onto your wrist. Tie another balloon onto your wrist. Very, very good. Very, very good. And now what you find is the hand holding the bucket, that just melts down. That hand sleeps, melts down. But the hand holding the balloons, that's just bound in the air now. Bound in the air now. And you can't pull it down because the balloons are too strong. And you wonder what on earth your hand's doing in the air, but it's kind of stuck there as you wake in 3, 2, 1, wide awake. Hi. Are you... Do you have a question?
Yeah, why am I doing that?
Why are you doing that? I have the same question. Why are you doing that? Can you try and stop yourself from doing that? And now what I'd like you to do is raise the other hand. And now find that hand's bound in place. And try bringing either back. And they don't even feel like your hands. They're just someone else's. They're just stuck in the air, just doing their own thing. But the second I say this word, everything drops down. 3, 2, 1, sleep. That's good. Deeper and deeper. 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. All the way down, feeling wonderful. And what's interesting about things like binding your hands is even though it's a physical thing happening to you, it's due to a mental change in your mind. And what you find is that I can make a mental change in your mind to your movement, but also things like your memories. So find for the time being that your name is bound, that your name is just inaccessible. Perhaps you can think it, but you can't say it. Perhaps you can't even think it. Perhaps it's like when you misplace the name of a celebrity that you've seen on TV or an actor in a film. Perhaps it's like that. Perhaps it's like someone's taken it and hidden it from you. And when you're completely sure that your name just is bound and you can't get to it, you'll say, ready.
Ready.
And waking, feeling wonderful, glad to have your hands back under control, wondering what else is going on in 3, 2, 1 now. So are your hands okay now?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Right, hypnosis. Would you like to introduce yourself? What's your name? Where did you come from? This will be where you were.
From Preston.
You're from Preston. That's not your name though, come on.
That's ridiculous.
What's ridiculous?
It's related to Peter Pan.
Peter Pan. Is it Wendy?
Me model name.
Is it? And sleep. Sleep. Deeper and deeper and deeper. And this time I'm waking up, you can think of all the names related to Peter Pan, but none of them are your name. Every other name, every other girl's name, boy's name, and you seem to keep guessing and you can't help guessing over and over. Maybe it's Tinkerbell. Maybe it's Nana. And you'll just try really hard, but the more you try and guess, the more wrong you'll get. In fact, you'll just start guessing names outside Peter Pan, very confused, trying to find your name, trying to remember it. It's so weird that it's missing in 3, 2, 1, wide awake. Right, it's Peter Pan. Is it Captain Hook?
No, Peter.
No, Peter's a boy's name. What's the name of
Wendy. No. Tinkerbell. I can't even think of any.
What's the Indian princess called?
Oh, I want to say Tutu Carmoon. Tiger Lily.
There we go.
Tiger. No.
It's not.
Ariel.
Ariel's not. Is there a mermaid called Ariel in Peter Pan?
No.
Are you just working through Disney now?
Belle.
Elsa?
Elsa. No. Eloise.
That's very odd. you want to tell you what it is?
Yeah.
Sleep. Deep breath in, big breath out, feeling better and better and better. This time waking up, you're convinced it's Tinkerbell, and you can't believe that you forgot it because you love the name Tinkerbell. 3, 2, 1 now.
Tinkerbell.
You sure?
Yeah.
How did you forget that?
I don't know.
Oh, honestly, Tink, I just...
Everyone's... It's because I like so fairy-like and smiley.
It's because you're what, sorry?
So fairy-like and smiley.
Oh, right, but you didn't bring your fairies today.
No.
Right, so Tinkerbell. You know your name's Tinkerbell,
Yeah.
but your memories of where you're from are bound. Where are you from?
I live with my family in
that place. Now what you find is all your memories are bound. Eyes closed for me. And when your eyes open, you don't remember anything. You're waking up as though for the first time, completely amnesiac. All your memories bound, eyes open. Hi. How are you?
I'm alright, who are you?
Who am I? I'm Lex. I'm your hypnotic photographer friend. Who are you? Are you having issues? How old are you? What nationality are you? What day is it?
It's...
What do you look like?
Do you have a mirror?
I do, yes. Sleep. Relaxing down deep, deep breath in, big breath out, feeling better and better and better. And just feeling really amused, feeling really happy, enjoying the gymnastics that your mind can do, just feeling really amused by the whole thing. And your unconscious mind knows what's going on, even though we're playing tricks on your conscious waking mind. But that's all fun. Just fun to find that you can't think what you want to think when you want to think it. And this time when you wake up and you look in the mirror, you won't have any idea who the girl is looking back at you. She'll be a complete stranger to you. But you'll find her pretty cute and you'll quite like who you see. But you've no idea who she is. Waking as I count 3, 2, 1, wide awake, feeling good. There's a mirror over there. If you want to see who this person is that you are. Do you recognise her?
No. It's not me.
It's not you.
No, I don't look like that.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
What do you look like?
Don't know. Is this one of these trick things?
It might be. It might be a trick mirror. I might have a performer standing just behind it, just to trick you. Let me just check. No one back there. Just gonna turn that this way a little bit. There we go. So you don't recognise Mirror Girl?
No.
That's very strange. Step a little closer for me. And to your left a little bit. Thank you very much. Now find your eyes are bound to her eyes. And can you look away?
No.
What's happening?
Just got really stirry, deep eyes to feel.
They're hypnotic. Can you move anything? Now find your whole mind is bound. Your whole mind is bound and you're just basically a posable doll right now because everything is bound, everything is frozen, everything is fixed. And release, and just comfortably face this way for me. That's very good. And then find your body bound, find your whole body bound, but above here, everything's released. So how are you feeling?
A bit stiff.
A bit stiff?
Mm.
But you can't tell me who you are anyway, can you? Isn't that strange? Do you think maybe you can't tell me who you are because you're a doll? Do you think that might be what it is?
It would explain this.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I know. That's Can I play with your skirt and have you flash your knickers? You don't mind, do you?
No.
Are you the kind of person that minds? Can you remember the kind of person that you are?
I'm always getting dressed in different dresses.
Is that right? Find a big smile comes to your face. Find your mouth bound. Find your voice bound. Can you speak now? Can you look around? Can your eyes move? Oh, everything's kind of frozen and fixed now. Very good. Frozen and fixed, locked in place, just a doll. And release. And your memories are released. What's your name?
Emma.
Hi Emma, why are you standing up?
I don't know.
How long have you been standing up?
I don't know, and I don't remember this mirror coming in either.
Oh, that's strange. Finding mind bound. Stand to attention. Say, I am a hypnotised doll.
I am a hypnotised doll.
That's very, very good. Hold up this pendant, my hypnotised doll. Hold it up. Gaze at it. And what you find is it's the most beautiful and enchanting thing in the world. Do you understand?
Yes.
Very, very good. Your eyes are bound to that pendant, but everything else is released, but your hand is bound in the air and your eyes are bound to the pendant. Other than that, you're Emma. Hi, Emma.
Yeah.
Where did that pendant come from?
I don't know. It's gorgeous though.
Isn't it? What you find is your fingers start to very slowly let it twist. And as it twists, you start feeling it enchanting you more completely. Enchanting you, entrancing you. And you kind of feel like you should be fighting this. You want to look away, you want to fight, but the more you try, the more sleepy you get. You feel your eyes getting heavy, Emma?
Yeah.
When your eyes get too sleepy to stay open, your arm will be too heavy to keep up and you'll faint back safely onto the sofa. You don't want to, you want to fight it and resist it, but you can't help yourself, can you? Can't help twisting, can't help spacing out, can't help feeling enchanted. Are you trying to fight it?
I'm so heavy.
The heavier your arm feels, the heavier your eyes feel. The more unsure you are on your feet, the more you feel yourself being pulled back to the sofa. Trying to stay awake, trying to be alert, but you just feel yourself going. Can't keep hold. And sleep. Deep breath in, big breath out, deeper and deeper and deeper, sleep. Now Emma, what you find is that whenever you use the word ragdoll, you become like a ragdoll, limp, loose and floppy. But whenever you use the word mannequin, you become like a mannequin, rigid, posable, locking in place. Ragdoll. All muscles go limp and loose and floppy. Ragdoll. Just a complete ragdoll. Just a dead weight. Everything. Everything limp and loose and floppy. That's good. And your eyes can come open, but you can stay thoughtless and blank. Your mind bound. Your body a ragdoll. Mannequin. Everything becomes, that's right, stiffens, rigid, posable. Three, two, one, ragdoll. That's very, very good. Now what you find is anytime I use the word pose, your body strikes a pose all by itself. Anytime I use the word pose, your body picks a pose at random and poses all by itself, whether you want to or not. You don't get any say in the matter, your body knows what it wants to do, and when I use the word pose, that's what happens. Do you understand? On the count of three, waking as normal Emma. 1, 2, 3. So you're awake and you feel fine. Do you remember where the mirror came from? Or you're still not sure?
No, sorry, I was a bit slumped up to talk about making
You
myself
were slumped over like a ragdoll. Ragdoll. Are you okay? You were sat nicely a second ago and now you just kind of... Now what you find is you can speak, but your body's just like a ragdoll. You can speak, but your body's like a ragdoll now. Were you not sitting up attractively a second ago?
Everything just feels floppy and heavy.
Floppy and heavy? That's strange. Release. You can move fine. Oh, that was odd. Right, so yes, striking a nice position for me. Ragdoll. No, come on. Like elegant and pretty. It's just all slumped. Ragdoll. Melting back ragdoll. Really trying, but everything's just so floppy. That's good. Emma, are you getting comfy? Are you falling asleep over there? Release. You can move normally. Okay. Pose. That's very good. You did that automatically then. Pose. And now what you realise is that you are doing it automatically and pose. You can't actually stop yourself. Pose. Which is good, because I don't want you to stop. Pose. Oh, very nice. How do you feel?
A bit silly.
Mannequin. Mannequin, more rigid. And now very, very rigid. Very, very rigid, striking a new pose. Becoming more angular, the legs coming out, pose. Like you're a witch casting a spell who's also a mannequin who's super stiff, pose. Emma, why are you making that face?
I don't know.
Can you stop making that face? No, you really can't, can you? Pose. You look like you're going to karate chop me. Badass fighting pose. And ragdoll. Are you comfy again?
I bet you think I'm so rude.
Well, a little bit, but it's fine. It's fine. No, it's nice having you here. It's okay. Are you having a nice time today?
Yeah.
Sleep. That's good. Deep breath in. Big breath out. Deeper and deeper and deeper. This time on waking, what you will believe is that I've stolen all your clothes and you are stark naked. Do you understand? And you can react to this however you like. You can feel that you're being unprofessional, that I'm being unprofessional, that I'm some kind of trickster who's stolen your clothes, or that something weird's happening and all your clothes have gone missing and you just need my help finding them. But on waking up, you'll think you're completely naked and that all your clothes have gone missing and you need to cover up because it's very embarrassing. Do you understand? You're feeling very embarrassed, needing to cover up completely. 3, 2, 1, wide awake, and oh my goodness, I didn't know we were doing an art nude shoot today.
Oh my god.
Are you not, you're not going to show off your...
I don't do this kind of modelling, I'm sorry.
Well, where did all your clothes go?
I don't know, what have you done with them?
Me? You think I stole them?
I don't do this kind of thing.
Well, so what's this outfit called that you're wearing now?
Bloody got nothing on. Wait, can you pass me a dress, please?
You want a dress?
Yeah.
But you're wearing a dress.
I don't know what kind of dress you call this.
I'd call it a red and black polka dotted dress. Do you know?
Oh, this is ridiculous. This is so... I did not sign up for this. Can you pass me a dress, please?
Do you want to mummify yourself with cushions?
I'm not sitting here in stalkers.
Okay. Emma, look right this way for me. Find your eyes bound on that lens. Can you look away from it?
No.
Find your mind bound and empty. Can you think for yourself? No. That's good. And in a second your mind's going to return and you're going to think that you're going to think that you're starkers, but that's completely normal and that you're an artistic nude model just posing around, and she loves being naked. Do you understand? When you use the word switch, you switch between thinking you're naked and it's embarrassing and thinking you're naked and it's wonderful and artistic and you're showing off every facet of your beautiful body. Whenever you use the word switch, you switch between the two. So feeling artistic and beautiful, wanting to show everything off. 3, 2, 1, now release. So what are you wearing there?
What's it look like, silly?
So do you like being nude?
Yeah, it's alright. Saves finding an outfit.
Well, that is a lot easier, isn't it? I mean, it makes travelling much lighter. Switch. I do like that you've decided to pose around naked for me.
Jesus, no, I never.
Oh, because it looked like you were happy a second ago.
No, it's not.
So
I don't do it, it's not in me levels.
okay, you're not happy being starkers.
No, my mum.
Switch. Well, hello. Are you being like a Greek statue, like an artistic, elegant ornament?
Yeah.
Very nice. Find your body bound in place. But yes, find your head. I can just move it. I can move it by moving my hand. You feel it being repositioned this way and there, head bound there. Very, very good. And now still bound in place, still fixed in place, but switch. You think you're naked, but you can't move. Hi. How are you?
The frick?
Are you not happy?
Not at all.
Are you annoyed at me?
Yes, I want my clothes.
You have your clothes.
Yeah. What? Why am I not moving?
Oh, because I've made you into my mannequin statue. Do you really want your clothes?
Yes.
Okay, your awareness of your clothes is released. You know that you're clothed now. And your body's released as well. Hi. So, what were you wearing a moment ago? This. Do you remember being naked?
No.
Do you remember thinking you were naked?
I don't do naked.
I know you don't. Do you remember thinking you were naked?
No.
Relaxing back, 3, 2, 1, Ragdoll. That's very good. And then the legs slowly starting to go safely back onto the couch, Ragdoll. That's very, very good. Relaxing down, 3, 2, 1, sleep. Deep breath in, big breath out, feeling better and better and better, sleep. This time on waking, you're going to want to have a piece of gum. So you're going to ask me for some gum. And I will give you some. What you'll realise, well actually you won't realise it, but what you'll discover shortly afterwards is that I've given you some magical Bimbo Gum, and what it does is it transforms the chewer into an air-headed, plastic, vapid bimbo girl. And the more you chew it, the more of a bimbo you'll become. Do you understand? You might find that your accent and your voice changes. You might find that your whole behaviour and body language changes as you find that your mind just becomes shallow and fixated on boys, toys, dresses, pretty things, posing, playing. Maybe sexy time as well. I don't know whether you're a naughty bimbo that likes lots of sex or just likes dressing up. But you'll be whatever kind of bimbo you think of when you think of a really stereotypical bimbo. And that will all start the moment you start chewing on gum. And the longer you chew gum, the more powerful it'll become. Do you understand? That's very good. Waking, just wanting to chew some gum. On the count of 3, 2, 1. Wide awake, feeling good. Right, anything I can get for you?
Yeah, go on then.
Do you want some gum?
Yeah.
Okay. There you go.
Thank you. I'm gonna take 2. I never think one's enough.
Yeah, if you like.
Okay.
That's alright. So what's your plans for this evening, if you have any?
I don't know really.
How do you like to spend your evening and afternoons?
Probably soaps.
Yeah.
Bit of sunbed.
Oh, right.
Um,
Are you okay? You're frowning. Does that not sound like you?
oh yeah. Yeah, I like to look after myself. I think it's very important. A lot of people don't bother looking after themselves, and it really is the most important thing. I mean, I don't know, appearance is everything, innit? You've got to always look your best.
And do you feel you look your best?
Oh yeah, all the time.
That's good, yeah.
You can tell what wolf whistles and everything I get all the time.
Do you get a lot of them?
Oh, constantly.
Is that down to what you're wearing?
I think it's more everything. It's like my face and my hair and my tan and...
Ragdoll. Sleep. Now what you find is that every time you're done speaking, you hear what you just said, and normal Emma hears what she just said and thinks, that's wrong. But the more Emma tries to fight it, the more Emma tries to say what's really on her mind, the more the bimbo just seems to take over and says air-headed bimbo plastic things. Waking as I count, 3, 2, 1, 0, wide awake. So what kind of outfits do you most like to attract wolf whistles in?
Pink. I love pink. Shorter the better. Nice tan, like if it's baby pink.
Yeah.
It like sets off the colour more.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want anything Barbie dollish. I love Barbie dollish stuff and just...
Now you can listen to what you're saying. Does that sound right? You like being a Barbie doll? And you try and say something otherwise, but instead you just come out with enthusiasm.
I do love it, I'm not gonna lie.
Every time you try and fight it, you just end up giggling. Try and fight it.
Shoes and bags.
Every time you try and fight it, you just end up posing and playing with your boobs and things.
Shoes and bags and hair clips and...
That is very strange. But no, it's fun wearing all pink and short skirts and things.
I love a little chihuahua in a bag.
You're not a cat person.
No, one of those little ones, little pink bag. It'll be cool, like Paris Hilton style.
Yeah. You don't want like a collection of cats or a big dog.
No, one of those little ones, and I'll put little bows in its hair. And I did hear that Paris Hilton's got like a little mansion for them, all these little chihuahuas in like pink little
What, she's built a chihuahua mansion? Was that in her mansion? Like a dollhouse for dogs?
Yeah.
That sounds like something you'd like.
Oh, I love her. I'd love to be just like.
And sleep. Deep breath in, big breath out, deeper and deeper and deeper. And this time on waking, you'll be a dominant, seductive, vampy mistress type woman, do you understand? And you're quite domineering, very intelligent, and very elegant and elegant in the way that you speak. And you're not at all a bimbo. And you look down on girls like that, girls that are obsessed with pink and dogs and Barbie dolls, because you are womanly, sensual, powerful, provocative. Feeling totally vampy in 3, 2, 1, wide awake. So are you a big Paris Hilton fan?
Oh my god, I hate her and everything she stands for.
Really? You don't want like a little handbag with a dog, chihuahua, tiny little...
Oh, so tacky, so tacky. No, not at all.
Not for you. Okay.
Tragic.
It's a bit. So what kind of pets do you like?
I love cats. I love the sophistication of cats, and they're not under control. They come and go as they please. I just love that. That's like me. That's
more independent.
Yes.
I suppose dogs can be said to be like little lap dogs, aren't they? Sometimes.
Yeah.
Following you everywhere. I might have a dog down here. So what kind of outfits do you like to... Oh, actually, wolf whistles. When you like walk down the street, do you ever get wolf whistles?
Yeah.
What's your opinion of that?
It's just ridiculous. It's being objectified for a start, and...
You're not a fan of that?
No, what do they expect? They're going to whistle and I'm going to come walking across to them.
Panting like a dog? Yes, please look at my bottom.
It's just embarrassing.
Yeah.
No, not at all. They need to grow up.
They do, don't they? In terms of like companions, do you like having... do you have like an entourage, followers, minions, anything like that? People that do things for you?
I have a lot of Indian fans, but they don't tend to do anything apart from...
But they don't live around here though? No. Oh, it's a shame.
But I would love lots of minions. That would be really good. Get them all under my control.
Because you like controlling people, don't you?
Yes.
I've got this hypnotic pendant here. Would you like to maybe control anyone watching? Would that be fun?
That would.
Do you think you could tell them how relaxed they feel, how enchanted they are looking at you, how irresistible they find you? That's good. Tell your minions how they should feel as they look at you.
You should all adore and worship me. You should send me everything nice and listen to every word I say. I shall be your queen and you shall do what you're told. No questions, no messing, just done.
Will they have any resistance?
Not at all.
Will they have any say no matter what's done with them?
No. Not at all, it's not their choice.
How will they feel when you give them a command?
They'll just do it. They won't have a chance to feel anything. Just done. I say jump, I want them to be already jumping.
Mm-hmm. How do you like them to feel? Like love-struck by you, in awe of you, like you're a goddess, like you're a queen?
Yeah, like I'm God.
Really?
Yeah.
So tell them how you'd like them to worship and adore you.
Anything I say, do.
How should they address you?
Queen.
Like Your Majesty?
Yes, yeah.
Well, Your Majesty, would you like to hold that pendant a little higher for me?
Yes.
And would you like to tell everyone how relaxed they feel, how sleepy they feel looking at it, seeing you?
You are feeling really, really sleepy and relaxed. You are focusing on the pendant, and you are going to do absolutely everything that I command you to do.
Your mind is bound, everything is bound. You keep swinging that pendant though. And when your mind comes back, you're going to obey all your commands. And as you make your subjects focus on the pendant, you focus on the pendant. And as you make your subjects sleepy, you become sleepy. And as you make your subjects sleep, you will sleep. Mind back, 3, 2, 1, release.
You're going to follow this pendant and become really relaxed. Just listen to my voice. Become really sleepy. Stare into it. Become really relaxed.
Can they look away?
You can't be drawn away. Your eyes are glued onto it. You'll get sleepier and sleepier. Sleepier.
And then will they just melt back for you? Tell them to melt back, snap your fingers for them, send them to sleep.
Melt back and go to sleep.
Melt back and go to sleep. Ragdoll. Ragdoll. And sleep. Deep breath in. Big breath out, feeling better and better and better. Sleep. That's very, very good. I fancy a bit of an outfit change. So on waking, what you'll find is that you believe it's completely ridiculous that you're wearing that skirt and that petticoat and that top and that scarf. They're not your clothes. You don't know whose clothes they are. I sneakily dressed you in them and it's just ridiculous. You don't want these on. And there is nothing I can do to stop you from stripping out of those clothes, but keeping on the underwear. Do you understand? Waking up, feeling that your underwear is fine, but your clothes are completely ridiculous, not yours at all. In 3, 2, 1, wide awake, feeling great. Looking very vivacious today.
I look like a clown.
You don't look like a clown, you look very nice.
No, it looks ridiculous.
I can't keep I can't persuade you to keep it on.
No, it looks, honestly. No, I'm not wearing that. Do you know what? I'd rather bloody walk around in my bra and knickers than wear that. That is absolutely ridiculous. Where did you get this from? It looks like a flipping fancy dress.
Do you not think it's kind of,
Even the shoes are hideous. Look at them.
This is vintage. It's vivacious.
Vintage.
It's vivacious and
no, thank
pretty.
you. Honestly, I'd rather sit around in my undies.
Is that true? Oh, okay.
Well,
Find yourself striking in 3, 2, 1, pose. Find that you can't control yourself, pose. Find yourself wondering what's got into you, pose. What's happening here? Find your body bound in place. Can you move anything?
no.
Find your mouth bound in place. Can you say anything?
No.
Find your voice bound in place. Can you make any noise? Eyes this way. Eyes bound. And mind bound. Can you think anything? That's good. And release and ragdoll. Deep breath in, big breath out, feeling better and better and better. On waking up, you will discover that your clothes have come off and you'll want to put them on, but you can't work out where anything goes, how anything fits, whether the skirt goes on your head or your arms or your feet or your shoes or as gloves. For some reason, you can't work out how any of those clothes work. On the count of 3, 2, 1. Now wide awake, and you've got a bit undressed again.
Oh, bloody hell.
Sorry. Okay.
Yeah, it's a funny cut, that. It's not really... Which way does it go?
I'm not
Oh, that's ridiculous.
sure that's right. Do you think that's it?
No, I can't seem to... Right, I'll try this one first.
Do you want to maybe get a different outfit if that one's a bit...
Yeah, I don't think it's going to fit. It's just really weird. There's holes in it everywhere. There's holes where there's not supposed to be holes.
That's very strange. Okay. Well, we'll pause the cameras for a second. We find you a different outfit, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. And now you can wake on the count of 3, thinking we've just started, but somehow magically your outfit has changed all by itself. 1, 2, 3, wide awake! And it's going really well. We've got about, just under an hour left, I think. Yeah. Hi, Emma.
Did you change me?
Me change you?
Yeah.
Do photographers often just undress you?
No, they're not allowed. But
What's happened?
I don't know. I was wearing that polka dot thing. And...
Well, you said that the polka dot thing reminded you of clown clothes, and you didn't like it, and you wanted to take it off.
It's a bit of a change, isn't it?
You're like some witchy woman now. Would you like to stand up and show us what you are wearing now then?
Yeah.
Thank you. And feel free to give us a bit of a pose. Very imperious. Very nice. Find your... That's right, and swing that the other way. Now find your body bound and fixed in place. And find that if you try moving, you just feel more fixed and locked in place. You okay there?
Yeah.
Why don't you move?
I don't know.
Are you comfortable standing where you are? You're not going to lose your balance or anything?
No, I'm not even wobbling. Like,
You what, sorry?
it's like my hands are stuck to my cloak and...
That's strange. Find your mind goes blank and your mind is bound. And now your memories are bound, and as far as you're aware, all you are is a puppet. And when your mind comes back, you'll just be a puppet who just mirrors whatever I do. Mind comes back, but all you're aware of being is a puppet. 3, 2, 1, now. So what are you?
Like a gothic witch kind of thing.
What's happening with your body?
Some freaky Vogue, I don't know.
Some freaky what?
Vogue!
Oh, right, come on. Vogue.
Yeah!
That's strange. Can you stop yourself?
I'm trying, but...
Uh-huh. But you're having issues.
It's like you've got my arms.
Your arms up here?
Yeah.
Your arms bound up there. Arms are bound up there now. Are you ticklish?
Yeah.
Really? Really? What, just there?
Don't!
Just there?
No!
Now your sense of being tickled is bound, and that's gone completely. You okay?
Yeah.
Now your sense of being tickled is released. Not only that, but it's intensified. It's twice as strong as before, and everywhere is actually...
Don't do that!
Don't do that. I'm barely doing anything. No. No. And now body stays bound, but head's asleep. Deep breath in, big breath out. And what you find out is anytime that I place my hand on you, you just laugh uncontrollably. When my hand goes away, you're completely back to normal, unaware of there being any form of laughter. Do you understand? And waking up, 3, 2, 1, zoop. And what are you laughing at?
I don't. Oh, I'm just giggly anyway.
And head down, sleep. And arms ragdoll, but your body stays where it is. And the second I take my hand away, you stop laughing, and then you forget completely that you're laughing. All memories of laughing are bound when I take my hand away. And you don't believe you were laughing. 3, 2, 1, wide awake! Something funny?
No.
Oh, okay. You sure there's nothing funny?
No.
Okay. Do you know any good jokes?
Oh, I know loads. Give me a minute, my mind's gone blank, you put me on the spot.
What's big and square and green, and if it falls out of a tree and lands on your head, will kill you?
I don't know.
A pool table.
That was terrible.
Yeah, pool table. That's quite a funny one, yeah?
Mm.
What's big, square and white, and if it falls out of a tree and lands on your head, will kill you?
I don't know.
A fridge. Is that all I get?
Mm.
And your body, 3, 2, 1, pose. And your eyes fix up here, and your eyes freeze. And your mind bound, and eyes bound, everything bound. Good. Where's my remote control? Just use it as an ornament there. Pendant, yeah, that's good. Wondering what on earth's going on. 3, 2, 1, release! Yo. Hey, how having a nice day?
Yeah, I've got all hot.
Is it the cape?
Where have I got this?
Oh, I don't know. Did you feel like hypnotising me again?
I don't know, have I hypnotised you?
No. You got a little bit hypnotic earlier, but you ended up going under yourself. It's just the way we like things around here. Have a seat.
Thank you.
Because I need to set something up. And Ragdoll. And sleep. And deep breath in. Big breath out. And on waking up, you'll wonder where the hell that disc has come from, because you don't remember me putting it out. It's like, what the hell's that? Where's it come from? But you'll like the look of it. You think it looks really cool. And you want to step on it. But what you find is once you step on it, your feet become bound to it. And then your body slowly freezes from the ground up over the course of the next minute until you're completely frozen. And you'll be trying to free yourself. You'll be a damsel in distress, trying to free yourself, trying to fight, trying to get free. But that frozen sensation will spread from the bound sensation in your feet up your body through your legs, hips, stomach, chest, arms, eventually face, and then everything will freeze completely. And you'll just be a frozen doll. But you won't realise this until you step onto the disc and then realise that you can't step off it. Waking up, seeing the disc, thinking, that's cool, what is it? In 3, 2, 1, now!
Oh, is that another one of those spinny things?
Yes, but this is my my manual spinny thing.
How do you make it go like?
It's manual, you just step on it and spin. Well, I spin you.
Oh.
Step a bit more centrally. A bit more centrally. That's good, and then feet are bound there.
Oh.
What's the matter?
Oh! It's...
Well, I fall over.
It's like the stuck.
What, just your feet or more than that?
My legs, it's gone up to my hips now. What?
Can you not step off it?
No, not at all.
Can you not get free?
I can hardly move my legs.
So has it stopped at your legs, or is more of you just feeling a bit...
It's round here, up here.
Not like more of your body's getting bound.
Is it supposed to do this?
Yeah, it's kind of magical. You don't mind, do you?
No, but I feel like I'm almost frozen now.
Well, where's it reached? Can you not point anymore?
No,
Where's it at?
just above my chest.
Oh right, so your face is sort of... It's encroaching on your face, is it? Well, I mean, try and move and look around as long as you can, I guess. I take it you don't want to be a frozen statue?
It's getting all stiff now.
What, your neck?
Yeah.
Where's it going to now?
It's almost...
Is it your mouth? Is that why you're not speaking? Can you look around still? Can your eyes look around? Oh, there we go. So your eyes still work, but I assume that in a second your eyes will lock up and then your mind will lock up and then you'll just be kind of fixed. Emma? Emma? Face relax, a little peaceful expression on your face. Peaceful expression, eyes fixed on my fingertip. And smile. Big grin, big cheesy smile, and freeze. Now Emma's mind remaining bound, but her body comes to attention. Body release, stand to attention. You can take my hand and step off. I think I'm going to have you in such high heels I probably can't spin you around too much. And stepping back towards the sofa. Emma's mind still bound, Emma's mind bound, eyes open, just a doll, smile doll. Great kids. You smile when I touch your shoulder, you stop when I stop, smile, stop, smile, stop, smile. And face bound like that. Emma's mind still bound, but her body responding to suggestions. 3, 2, 1, pose. And pose. And pose. And pose. And pose. Casting a spell like an evil witch pose. Beckoning like a seductive mistress pose. And your body melting, relaxing back onto the couch. 3, 2, 1, sleep. Back onto the couch safely. And then sleep. Deep breath in, big breath out, deeper and deeper and deeper. Deeper and deeper and deeper. Okay, Emma, this time I'm waking up, you will feel like, well, putting your feet up, having a rest, having a cup of tea, having a chat, maybe getting a foot massage or a back massage or something. You won't feel like dancing or performing, you want to take a break, do you understand? What you find is that anytime music plays, that all changes and you want to dance, strut your stuff, spin, twirl, show off your cape, and just be a catwalk queen. Is that clear? Second music stops, you wonder why you're standing up, but you don't want to be doing these posing things, you just want to sit down and have me get you a cup of tea or something nice. But the second music starts, you carry on dancing and posing around, is that clear? Waking is 3, feeling quite lazy, wanting a break. As I count, 3, 2, 1, wide awake. Yo. So, what next on the agenda, eh?
Oh, I'm feeling shattered.
You're shattered? Well, I need you to get up and dance around and stuff for me.
Can we not have a bit of a time out?
Bit of time out? You're not feeling like energised and wild and lively?
Oh, it might be drive up here.
You think so?
Ooh.
No, that was good. Just standing, posing, dancing, swaying, sexy, nice.
I don't know.
Liked it.
It feels nicer here. It's dead comfy.
It's a good shout, isn't it?
It is.
You don't want to get up and... I thought so. Yeah, go for a pose in front of the mirror. Looking really good. Feeling really hot. Yeah. Yeah, keep on dancing, keep on shaking that.
These boots are killing me, honestly. I need to rest my feet.
Are they? Are they?
Oh, the killers.
Maybe I'll let you take them off. Maybe. Pretty good. Oh, I'm sorry, Sleeping Beauty. We keep me up.
Sorry, I don't know what's come over me during your. It's like the last thing I want to do is
maybe it's my fault. Maybe it's my fault. Sleep. And get comfy and relax back safely. Sleep. That's good. Relaxing deeper and deeper and deeper. Feeling better and better and better. This time what you find is whenever I use the word tickle, it feels like your boots are tickling your feet. Whenever I use the word tickle, that tickling sensation is just incredibly powerful in your boots. Whenever I use the word tickle, 3, 2, 1. Wide awake and feeling good. And feeling energised again now, actually. That sleepy sensation's gone. Feeling better. Alright. So do you like the boots?
They're alright, I love the way they look, but I hate the way they feel.
Why are they just tight or something?
No, it's just being on heels. I'm a tomboy, so I'm not usually in heels in my normal
You have a problem wearing them?
Ish, I can pause in them, but I love taking them off.
Okay, tickle. Tickle, tickle.
Oh!
Tickle, tickle.
Oh my god!
Tickle, tickle. What's up?
I think there's something in that boot.
Tickle, 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 tickle.
Oh my god, get it off!
Tickle, tickle, tickle. Is that better?
It is.
Oh, okay. Yeah, your other boot.
Sorry, one boot off, one boot on.
You can give me the one boot kid. Tickle, tickle.
Oh, that one's starting.
Is it? Tickle, tickle.
Yeah.
You should probably do something about that. Tickle, tickle.
Oh, he's gonna have to come home. I hate being tickled.
Do you?
Yeah.
Tickle, tickle, tickle. Oh dear. Is that better now?
Yeah, that's so much better.
Okay, that's good. And sleep. That's very good. Now what you find though is that those gloves you're wearing, they are actually possessed by the naughty ghost of a pervert. And those gloves are going to want to do their own thing. They're going to want to caress you and grab you and grope you. Not too naughtily. Naughtily, is that a word? Not too explicitly, but more playful than you'd like. And you're going to want to tell them off. Because you're going to find, on waking, that you cannot control your hands. That your gloves are just possessed by some kind of misbehaving pervert. Is that clear? Waking, finding that your hands have a mind of their own. It just seems to want to explore your boobs, your legs, your feet, your body, your neck, your face. Whether you want them to or not. Possessed gloves in 3, 2, 1. Wide awake, feeling good. No longer being tickled.
Oh, thank God. I really hate being tickled. It looks like you're enjoying it, but you're not. It's
so much,
horrible. It's not funny though. It's not funny at all.
Is it not?
No.
That's fair enough then. Well, we've stopped tickling you for now, so that's okay.
Good.
But find that your gloves, your hands in your gloves are bound and you can't really move your hands, but the gloves can do their own thing now. The gloves are released, even though you feel bound within them.
Sorry.
That's okay. I mean, it's nice that you enjoy yourself.
Oh.
No, your arms feel bound. You can't control your arms. The gloves just seem to have more and more control over your arms and hands, and you can't stop them at all.
Oh.
What's the matter?
It's like my hands. I don't know.
They just do their own thing.
Yeah.
And what you find is the gloves feel very sexy and sensual now. And now they start to tickle you now. And they just love tickling and poking and messing with you. And they start stroking your hair, and that's very relaxing suddenly. And you're trying to resist it, but you can feel those hands sending your mind to sleep. And you want to resist and fight it, but when you try and resist and fight it, they just start weaving hypnotic circles in the air in front of you. Try keeping your eyes open. Try looking away from them and find that you just can't, just drawn to them. Feel them making your mind go away. Try and keep your eyes open. Your eyes are just so heavy, just rolling back dumbly in your head. Really fighting to keep them open, but they just want to roll back. They just want to space out, trying to widen your eyes as much as possible, but they don't see anything. Everything's getting so blurry. Hands stroking through your hair, spiraling the air just in front of you, above you, keeping your focus higher. And the only words in your mind are, my mind is going. Every other word is bound, but the words, my mind is going. How do you feel?
Sleep for England.
You feel them sending you to sleep, stroking your hair, stroking your face, sending your mind away. And your waking mind is just bound now. You're just a doll now, eyes gazing into space, no longer sleepy. You're just a happy, empty-headed doll. And doll, take off your cape for me. And just cast it to one side, don't need it. That's very nice. And you're actually a ventriloquist doll. You're a pretty ventriloquist doll. And what you find is anytime that I make this motion over here, you can talk. Anytime I'm doing this, you're moving your mouth. Anytime I stop, you stop. Do you understand? Say, yes, I understand.
Yes, I understand.
That's very good. On waking, you will be like a Punch and Judy doll, a ventriloquist doll. You spend your days chasing crocodiles and Mr. Punch with a rolling pin and saying sausages and talking about bottles of beer. And you love entertaining pantomime goers and children and people because you are a pantomime doll. Do you understand?
Yes.
Waking as a doll, 3, 2, 1, wide awake. Hello there.
Hello.
Tell me about yourself.
My name's Jessamine.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a ventriloquist dummy.
Is that right? So can you talk if I don't move my hand? In fact, that's not how dummies work, is it? Let's do this way. Dun, 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 dun. And anytime I move my hands here, you can talk. Can't you?
Yes I can.
But when I stop, you just go limp. But my hand goes back, you're a dummy again. And you come to life. Are you having a nice day being hypnotised?
It's lovely. I'm really enjoying it.
What do you do for a living normally?
I'm a model.
Are you? What are you today?
I'm a model doll.
Have you thought of any good jokes yet?
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Luke.
Luke who?
Look through the keyhole and find out.
Okay. And then laughing, 3, 2, 1 now. And laughing uncontrollably, 3, 2, 1 now. And it stops. And laughing uncontrollably. And it stops. And limp. Ragdoll. So have you got any brain in your head right now? Are you like a lively, chatty person, or just kind of like a ragdoll? Eh. Eh. And mannequin. And pose. And pose. And a seductive come hither seducing the hypnotist 3, 2, 1 pose. Hello. What do you want? And pose. And getting very close and very flirty, they're making kissy faces 3, 2, 1 now. Pose. Oh darling, darling. And then normal Emma wondering what the hell is going on. 3, 2, 1 now.
Ooh! Hey! I'm not that kind of model.
No, nor am I. You were making kissy faces and I had something in my eye and you were helping me get that out. And find yourself compelled to make a kissy face at me now. 3, 2, 1 pose. No, stop it. Stop it. I'm not that kind of photographer. Doing it again, pose. Stop it. You flirty madam, what are you like? And every time I say pose, you do it more provocatively. 3, 2, 1 pose. Not looking. Stop it. And then getting all seductive and kneeling and being all submissive as well. Pose. No. No. You've got to behave yourself. Stop it. And ragdoll. That's good. And thinking that I'm misbehaving and the pervert. You want me to go over there? 3, 2, 1 now.
Right, can you sit back over there? This isn't professional, honestly. I'm not. Just go and stand over there. You shouldn't be this close to your models. It's not.
Okay. And mind bound. And now you miss me and you want me over there with you because you think I'm great. 3, 2, 1 now.
Come on back, Lex. Come on, let's have a chat. Come on, I'm bored.
You bored?
Yeah.
Oh, was my shoots that bad?
No, I'm only joking. Come over here, it's boring with you over there.
3, 2, 1, sleep. Now what you find is that when you use the word Lovestruck, you become Lovestruck by whatever I talk about. It won't be me, it'll be things like my hat though, and the furniture, and your gloves, and your hair. But whenever I say the word Lovestruck, you are Lovestruck, and you want to possess, and have, and stroke, and touch whatever I talk about. Do you understand? Waking arms I count, 3, 2, 1, 0, wide awake, Lovestruck by my hat.
Oh my god, I absolutely love that. That is amazing.
It's pretty nice, isn't it?
Can I try it? Can I
try it on?
Yeah.
Mind bound. The second you're wearing my hat, you don't want it. But the second I'm wearing my hat, you really want it. Mind released. Do you want my hat?
Yeah.
Do you want my... But it's mine.
No, I bet it really suits me with my outfit and everything.
1 second. Because I can be a little bit shy about, you know, my looks and my baldosity. So sure. Okay, you want this hat? Fine, take it. Take the hat. You can wear the hat.
Oh.
Is that nice?
Oh, can I have that pirate one instead?
Sure. Sure. You're Lovestruck by my hat, my pirate hat. Are you sure you want it?
Yeah, I really like that.
Really? But
aha!
Sure.
Yeah. Give me it.
Yeah. You muttly now. Okay, there. Is that better?
Oh no, it feels horrible. I don't like that.
Also, the problem with that hat is it makes you talk.
Oh, can I have that one back? That one looks well better.
This one?
Yeah, that will go with me out.
Okay, there you go. Does it do it?
No, not at all. I don't like it on the head.
What about this one?
Oh, I'm sorry I keep making you slow, but can I have that one? I'll definitely have that one.
Sleep. Meltdown, Dave. What you find is that you love wearing this one, but when you do wear it, it does make you talk like a pirate, and you can't stop being like a pirate. You can't stop talking like you've got a parrot, or got a really sore throat or something, or you're off to sail the Spanish Main. Waking, talking like a parrot anytime you wear this hat in 3, 2, 1. Now, you can wear this hat, but it's cursed.
Is it?
It's got a curse.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, really. Right on.
And a bottle of rum.
Yeah, see, it makes you talk like a pirate.
That's ridiculous.
Try asking for a cup of tea and see what you call it instead. Do you want a cup of tea?
No, I'll have a bottle of rum.
See, you can't even ask for a cup of tea. Would you like to go for a nice drive?
No. Get in the ship, set the sails.
What's your ship called?
The Jolly Roger.
Isn't the Jolly Roger the flag? Are you a pirate? See?
Ah!
That's strange.
Oh.
Do you think you can fight it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm quite strong-minded.
You are quite strong-minded, you are. You are, that's good. I can see that. I can see how strong-minded you are. Sleep. Relax back. That's good. This time you don't talk like a pirate, you talk like a parrot. And anytime I finish speaking, you've got this urge to go "Rah!" and repeat what I said. "Rah!" Repeat what you said. Do you understand? Able to talk normally, but when I speak, you've just got this urge to "Rah!" repeat like a parrot. Waking, thinking that you're strong-minded, thinking that you want to fight the power of the hat, the cursed hat, in 3, 2, 1 now. Okay, you think you can resist talking like a parrot?
Yeah.
Okay, easy, go for it.
See?
Nice one.
Nice one.
Are you taking the piss?
Are you taking the piss?
I think the hat's making you be rude.
I think the hat's making you be rude.
I feel kind of bullied.
I feel kind of bullied. I feel kind of bullied. I feel kind of bullied.
Could you stop that?
Could you stop that? Could you stop that?
I thought you were strong-minded.
I thought you were strong-minded.
I thought you were going to resist this.
I thought you was going to resist this. I thought you were going to resist this. I thought you were going to resist this.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
You feeling good?
Yeah.
Good. Looking good.
Looking good.
My name's Pretty Polly.
My name's Pretty Polly.
I'm a pretty birdie.
I'm a pretty birdie.
Pretty birdie.
Pretty birdie.
Trying to think if I know any songs that come in rounds.
Trying to think of if I know any songs that comes in rounds.
London's burning.
London's burning.
Pour on water.
Pour on water.
Is it called the engine?
Is it called the engine? Is it called the engine?
Well, you tell me.
Well, you tell me. Well, you tell me.
Hey, buddy. Do you know London's burning?
Yeah.
How does it go?
London's burning. London's burning. Fetch the water. Is it fetch the water?
Fetch the engine. Fetch the engine or fetch the water?
Fire, fire.
Fire, fire.
Fire, fire.
Fire, fire.
Fire, fire.
I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts.
I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts.
Diddly dee.
Diddly-dee.
There they are.
There they
All
are.
standing in a row.
All standing in a row. All standing in a row.
I'm actually very hypnotic.
I'm actually very hypnotic.
I'm a marvellous hypnotist.
I'm a marvellous hypnotist.
I have fabulous powers.
I have fabulous powers.
Not everyone believes me,
Not everyone believes me. Not everyone believes me.
but they are mystical and powerful.
But they are mystical and powerful.
Ha 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 ha.
Ah, 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 ah.
Sorry.
Ah, ah, ah.
You're feeling very sleepy. Oh, good. And sleep. And relax back. And to get comfy, sleepy, stay still, and that's good. Deep breath in, big breath out, feeling better and better and better. That's good. Tell me, do you like the idea of having the mannerisms of a cat, or a dog, or a chicken, or a monkey? What do you like the idea of the most? Cat, dog, chicken, monkey? Cat. On waking up, you will have the mannerisms of a cat. You will be very aloof, very proud of yourself, very sure of yourself, very elegant and demanding, like a cat. the way that you speak, the way that you move, the way that you preen, the way that you pose. You're just like a cat. And of course you'll enjoy looking at your reflection as well, because you'll be love struck by your reflection, because cats are so gorgeous, and so are you. Waking with the mannerisms of a cat. 3, 2, 1, wide awake! You're yawning at me again.
Oh, I'm so tired.
It's not that I'm boring then.
Oh, you could have just let me sleep there for a while.
You were snoozing for a little while.
Oh, I could do with the bath and stuff. Oh, looking very good.
Cause I haven't got enough kibbles. Sorry. Can I get your attention over here, or are you busy?
Oh, please, I'm busy doing my beautiful hair.
Well, I know what I can do. If I want to get your attention, if I want you facing this way, I'll just move Mr. Mirror, yeah.
Oh, don't, it was such a...
Oh, where's it going? Where's it going?
It was so inconvenient.
I am so inconvenient. But look, you can still see yourself. Now you can see yourself this way.
Tired though.
But you know what cats are like. 1 minute they're tired and sleepy, the next minute they're full of energy, the next they're just going to pounce on things. Meow! What's that? What is it?
Mouse.
Mouse. Have you got it?
I love playing with mice.
Are you a predator?
Yeah. They're so stupid. I let them almost go. I let them think they've gone till I'm this close, ready to pounce.
Ready to pounce. Scary stuff.
I don't eat them though. It's boring eating them. I just dissect them piece by piece.
You dissect them? Like a scientist?
Yeah, and then if I feel like my master's being good enough, I'll bring him the odd organ, the odd tail, face. Stupid.
You okay there?
Yes.
Something catch your attention?
No. Can you just get the light?
Where's it gone?
Oh,
I think you got it, I think you got it. Oh, maybe not.
where's it gone?
But when light touches you, you go completely blank and empty-headed. When light touches you, all your thoughts go, oh, there. And relax back and sleep. And body relaxes back and sleep. And I think that's about all we have time for. So, on the count of 3, you're going to wake feeling like your normal self, feeling more lively, and you're going to get back up on the sofa. 1, 2, 3, back up on the sofa. Hello. Thank you. You okay?
Yeah.
Good. And then we don't need a couple of things. I'm just going to move some things, and then we do closing. So how long do you think we've been doing this for?
Not long at all,
Like 2.5 hours or so?
I'd say less, I'd say about 2 hours.
Okay. Do you need a cat toy?
No.
Okay. Take that away. Okay. Hey Emma. Last time, relax back. 3, 2, 1, sleep. Deep breath in. Big breath out, feeling spaced, sleepy, enchanted and still. Now just deep in trance, eyes open, gazing into space but seeing nothing, just vacant and spacey. That's good. No thoughts, no cares, just empty-headed and thoughtless. That's good. Big dolly smile coming to your face. Very good. Just fixing my fingertip. Face relaxing. And everything bound in place. And sleep. Deep breath in, big breath out, feeling wonderful, relaxed, peaceful, safe and still. And that is all we have time for. So, feel your mind returning to normal. Feel all hypnotic strangeness and heaviness and sleepiness leaving your mind. Feel your mind returning to normal, feeling like your normal self. All hypnotic suggestions and compulsions just parting, leaving you back to normal. And when you feel like you're ready to wake up and be your normal self, you'll say the word ready.
Ready.
That's good. You're going to wake up shortly, but not just yet. Shortly feeling lively, refreshed and alert. All heaviness and sleepiness and disorientation will have gone completely. And you'll feel lively, refreshed and wonderful. And do you want to recall everything you did? And you'll recall everything you did this time just fine. You'll remember what it was like having amnesia, but now all your memories are back in place. You recall everything just fine. And if you're ready to wake, then say ready.
Ready.
And waking as I count from 5, feeling lively, refreshed and fully back to normal. 5, rising from trance. 4, heaviness and sleepiness and spaced sensations dropping away. 3, feeling cleansed and refreshed and restored. 2, feeling energised, energy just flowing into you, making you feel so lively and refreshed, like the best nap ever. 1, almost fully awake, taking a nice deep breath of energy-giving oxygen. And 0, wide awake, feeling fine and fantastic, back to your normal self, no longer compelled to sleep and stuff when I say so. Hi. You okay?
Parrot.
That was entertaining. Oh my god. Have a seat. We do a little kind of closing chat, like about how you found that. It's a parrot. Had you forgotten about the parrot until just now?
As soon as I opened my eyes, I thought, ridiculous!
A little bit. It's quite funny though.
I've never been a parrot and I don't really know much about pirates neither.
You felt quite rude as a parrot. I felt like you were taking the piss out of me.
An aggressive parrot.
Were you trying to control yourself at all as a parrot?
No.
Or was all that mattered was just repeating?
It was just repeating. And it wasn't as if I was trying with the voice, it was just there. But then when I woke up, it was like, you've been doing that ridiculous voice. Did you know what you were doing? And like, who did you feel like? Did you feel like yourself? No, I felt like a green parrot.
That's cool. Oh, and when you were naked, did you think you were naked?
I was getting worried. I was thinking, should we be leaving?
Sorry. So there were a couple of moments where this is very unprofessional. And I'm like, actually it's not, you just think it is. But still, I don't want to be upsetting you too much. So yes, so you thought you were green parrots. Cat mannerisms, did you feel, like I didn't tell you that you were a cat, just you had to feel the compulsion to behave like that?
It was nice actually. It was like all lazy and sexy and sophisticated. It was almost quite a powerful feeling. It was like I could not care less what you thought. I was just going to do my own thing.
Do you think everyone else was an arsehole?
Yeah.
Yeah. Laughing and then going sort of blank.
Yeah, that were.
And tickling, I turned that on and off for a while as well.
No, the tickling were horrible. I hate being tickled.
But when I turned it off, it seems to turn off quite nicely. So that was good.
With me boots were... I'd never put them boots on again if they did that.
They won't do that again. It's fine, you're back to normal. Do you want to check that you're back to normal? So, like, don't do what I tell you to. Pose. Good. Don't do what I tell you to. Find your hands, find your eyes bound to mine that you can't look away. Now try and look away. Oh man. It's fine. It's probably wrong of me to keep you anyway. But yeah, that's fun. Any other favourite bits? Any other moments that stuck out for you?
Oh God, the bimbo!
Bimbo?
I never thought my mind could be bent like that. I would say myself I'm more of a Wednesday Addams character than a Barbie doll. It's and pink, I hate pink. Even as a child, I hated pink. That was just insane. I could hear myself saying it, and it was disgusting me, but it was still going.
Yeah, I let you kind of know what you were saying and try and resist, but no, you can't.
And I'm looking at me pale legs, but I'm talking about tans. It was mental. Yeah.
How much did you want my hat when I was wearing my hat?
I loved that hat. I do love top hats already, so it was like, argh.
That's cool. Well, it's been very nice working with you.
It's been amazing, thank you.
You're an amazing subject.
Oh,
and you really were, so that was super impressive. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, and if you've got any friends that you want to see mind controlled, let me know.
Yeah, I will do.
We can make you their mistress next time or something.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Cool. Well, give us away. See you again.
Thank you, bye.